When it comes to wisdom, which all of us could really use right now, how often do you rely on your own experience, what you've been through in your life that can help you going forward and also to help others? Well, Susan Sharp wrote a book called Midlife Wisdom with this very principle in mind. And Susan's here today to share all kinds of things that really apply to our current situation out there. Susan, I'm so glad you're here.
Thank you.
From Galesburg, that's where you live right
Correct.
now? This is awesome. Good to have you in.
Thanks.
This is not a self-help book, you told me.
Right. It's a book for you to help yourself.
Okay. That's not self-help.
No, it's not. But it's not me prescribing what you should do. I'm just asking some pointed questions and helping with some essays from my own life to get the reader to think about what's important in theirs.
Well, and you really will think when you look at this. I flipped it open to one section that said, if your 8-year-old self could talk to your present self, how would their notes compare? And I think that is fascinating to think about.
Yeah, we really have a choice to, we saw a lot of people get to midlife and they either have regrets, I didn't do what I wanted to do, or we wallow in, oh, I didn't handle relationships correctly, or I'm too old to start over. We tell ourselves a lot of lies. And I think we can either stick there or we can think positively. And let's face it, negativity is like gravity. It will take you to the lowest point right now.
Yes.
And you can either go with it or you can swim against the grain and find some positivity in your midlife.
Well, and just think about what we're going through right now. There is a lot of negativity out there because we all feel like we don't know what's going on, what the next day will bring, you know, when am I going to be able to buy toilet paper? So you have some ideas about creativity that could really kind of bring us out of this hole we're in.
Yeah, essentially my whole platform, whether it's through my speaking or my art or my writing, it's all this idea that we have a choice and we can choose positivity over negativity, and we have a lot to live for. I know that it's challenging at midlife. Some of our audience might be raising school-age children at the same time they have parents living with them.
Yes.
And on a normal day, life is hard in midlife. But I think in this era, we all have to take stock of what we have to be thankful for. And we have to take stock of all our gifts and abilities. And that's really something that goes to creative problem solving. And so creativity is my message no matter what I'm doing. But we have to think about creative ways to solve our problems right now.
Well, you're an artist, which is as evidenced here with what we're looking at. You've had some galleries, shows, yes. And a couple of your photos, or I'm sorry, your artwork, can be seen in this show, Orange is the New Black.
Yes.
The Netflix show in season 7, this past season.
Yes.
How did they find you, Susan?
They found me on Etsy, and I was very thankful for the exposure because they bought from both of my Etsy shops.
Which one in this picture, Susan? Which one is yours?
Yeah, the one on the big one on the wall.
Oh, look!
Yeah, right behind Piper there.
Okay, so we have. Which one is that? Point to it. I'm sorry. You have it on the set.
It's not this one, but it's very much like this one.
It's a lot like this one, you guys, that we have on the set today. So when they, first of all, do they look for something that was orange? I mean, I know this. I know that's what the show is about. But see, that was what you just saw in that picture was a larger version of this right here. You must have been fascinated and so excited that they were
very excited, yeah. And of course, I didn't watch the show before then, but then I binged watched season 7 to find all my stuff. So.
Right. Gee, I have to ask a personal question. You got paid for that, didn't you?
Of course, yes.
Did they pay above market value or what?
Unfortunately, no.
Okay. They just bought your stuff and they have it for their set.
That's right.
Here's some others that you've done. This is a cute little guy.
Yeah.
What really is, I love the colors you use. You use a lot of geometric design.
Yeah.
How do you like to describe your art?
It's mixed media, and I like to use found or unusual materials. So driftwood wrapped in silk and cotton
That's what
threads.
that is.
Yeah.
It's not little cigars.
Some of those are portions of old billboards that I painted abstract paintings over and cut up and wove.
Oh, I love them.
Crepe paper that I sewed.
Really?
So lots of different unusual techniques, definitely outside of the box of normal, what maybe people think of as painting.
Well, you do public speaking as well, and you told me a lot of those engagements have been canceled at this point
Yes.
because of what's going on out there. But you have some things we could do, some ideas on your website of other ways that we can connect in our own families.
Yes.
And with our own groups, whatever we're doing at home.
So based on the book Midlife Wisdom, I'm starting an online workshop called Midlife Masterpiece, where you sort of reframe your situation and you see yourself as complete and whole and as a masterpiece. And that's all online, so you can do that. You can do that, some of that hard work at home.
Well, A Sharp Difference is
sharpdifference.com.
That's where we can find you online with all these great ideas. That picture of Susan with a light bulb above her head. Midlife Wisdom is the book. And Susan, we're going to have you back because I think we could use a lot more of your wisdom in these days.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.